Welcome back to Sip the Tally Films. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and today on the Power Rankings, we're going to take a look at team number 22. But before we get into team 22, let's recap team 23. Team 23 was the New Orleans Saints. The position rankings for the Saints, 32 at quarterback, Tyler Show, Spencer Rattler, whatever. Running back 23, wide receiver 15, tight end 6, offensive line 32, defensive line edge 20, linebacker 8, cornerback 27, and safety 9. Talking about today's team, normally when you get an early pick, and they've had an early pick a bunch of times, and you get a quarterback in that, and that was considered a franchise quarterback. But in this case, their franchise quarterback has been kind of mid. You normally give him that first year to get his feet wet, and then you expect a playing on that level, for the quarterback. But he's been sitting here and sometimes going there. So our number 22 team rests solely on the arm of Trevor Lawrence, and it is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's take a look at the players they drafted that added to their team to try to make them successful in 2025. All right, their draft picks. They jumped out there and traded up and got the Travis Hunter, wide receiver / cornerback from Colorado. Third round, they picked Caleb Ransall, safety out of Tulane. Also picked up Wyatt Miller, my offensive lineman out of West Virginia. I like the pickup of Bashu Tootin. Extremely fast, one cut and go guy, 4'3", that can hit his head on the goalpost if the blocking is right. Another pick in the 4th round, Jack Kaiser from Notre Dame. 6th round, they had 2 picks, Jalen McLeod and Rayshawn Lane, a defensive end and free safety respectfully. And in the 7th round, they had offensive lineman Jonah Mohaim, and then running back LaKent Allen from Syracuse. That's what they picked up in the 2025 draft. Let's take a look at their roster and see how I have them ranked. So starting with the quarterback position, you have Trevor Lawrence in there, Nick Mullins, who one of the personal favorites of mine, Southern Miss alumni who just keep a job some kind of way, John Wolford and Seth Hannigan. At the running back position, Trevor Etienne, Tank Bigsby. Tank did very well based off of what I thought he would get last year. Spared Etienne a lot. Etienne will drop it from time to time, but you add Bashu Tootin to that twosome, and I like it. I like it because Etienne catch ball at the backfield. If you remember, they moved him to receiver his rookie year like a dummy. But then Tank can get you your short yardage stuff, and then Bashu can be an all-purpose thing. With that speed and that home run ability, you never know with Tootin on the field. Wide receivers. I like that wide receiver core. Brian Thomas had a great rookie year from LSU. Add Travis Hunter to that, and we know what Travis can do. We think we know what Travis can do. We know what Travis did on the college level. And then you got Diami Brown from UNC, a couple years in there, and you got some okay backups. But for the most part, those 3 guys will probably be the main pass catchers. You look at the tight end room, and I like the tight end room. Brendan Strange, Johnny Munt, Hunter Long. It's okay. It's okay. It's they should give Trevor Lawrence some I want to say protection, but a safety valve out of the backfield if he can't get the ball down the field to Thomas and Hunter and Brown. And then also they can help with the blocking for the run game too, because they do a lot of RPO, or they did a lot of RPO stuff. Not sure what they're going to do this year with the new coach. The coach just said Duval, which all these schedule releases made fun of him doing that when he first got there. Offensive line. Walker Little, Ezra Cleveland, Robert Hainsey, Patrick McCarry, and Anton Harrison. That's their offensive line going forward. And let's take a look at how I have them ranked. Quarterback 16, running back 26, wide receiver 26, and that could be better depending on how well Travis, is in the NFL game, and because we know what Brian Thomas can give us, and now that there's somebody opposite of him, that wide receiver ranking probably could and probably will go up. Tight end, I like the tight end room. I talked about it a minute ago. I got him at 12, and offensive line got him at 26, and that's going to be their weak spot, the offensive line. No need to go into it, but we all know why. Let's look at the defensive side. Defensively, they're a base 4-3, but again, I put the nickel up here so I can put everybody on the same plane with what we're doing. Defensive line, Josh Allen. Well, he added the Hines Allen to it. Very, very good last year. Trayvon Walker, I'm still waiting on him to break out, being the number 1 pick a couple years ago. Hadn't broke out like I thought he would be, but he's been solid. On the inside, Devon Hamilton. They also got Eric Armstead too, so you can look for Eric Armstead to get in there as well. As far as linebackers, I love their linebackers. Devin Lloyd, Foye Olakun, and not to mention Chad Mumba. I like Chad Mumba as well. They got those two that start tackling machines. Tackling machines can fly around, make tackles, get involved in the run game. I really love their linebacking core. Cornerbacks are all right. You look at Tyson Campbell, Jordan Lewis, and Jaron Jones. Well, Jaron Jones is, if I'm not mistaken, is a rookie. But there's a name, second year. There's another name in there that's not on there that's probably going to start. And I factored him in the starting, so when you look at the score, you'll see kind of where it is. Because I think he's a better corner than he is receiver. But and that's Travis. But Travis will be in here in one of these spots as well, depending on how they use him, on both sides of the ball. I know he's just not gonna play every snap, but they're gonna factor him in. They're gonna slowly factor him in one way or the other. But I factored Travis into my calculations for their cornerback room. And then in safety room, Darnell Savage, Eric Murray. I like 21 a lot. Then kind of fell off the map a little bit from his days in Green Bay, but I just like the name. And every time I made a play with him on Madden, I would say 21. But Eric Murray's off of the second safety. Let's see how I have him ranked. Defensive line edge, 22. I need Trayvon to show up. I need him to show up and be what he was expected to be coming out of Georgia. Linebacker crew, like I said, I really like that linebacker crew at 4. Cornerback room, when you add these 3 plus Travis, I got him at 9. And then the safety room, Darnell Savage and Eric Murray. So when you add those numbers together, divide them by 9, you get 18.77778, and that makes the Jacksonville Jaguars the number 22 team on the more sip. Not more. We ain't doing more no more. More is just sip the Tally Power ranking. Sorry about that. But let me know if I have any position group too high, too low. Put your comments in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, and we can talk about it while we wait on team number 21 tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see y'all guys on the next one. Peace.